What's going on, family? I'm back. So hope everyone had a great day. I got home. I got home about I don't know about 7:30, 7:30, and haven't see I'm still with my work clothes. Haven't changed clothes. Haven't done anything since. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful that God bless me with another day of life, another day of strength. I hope that turns that comes on can hear me. So I think I'll wait for a little bit. I think I'll wait a little bit because my other phone is on the charger. My other phone with communication on the charger, and so. But first off, how was everyone's day? Hope everyone had a blessed day. Today is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and I still got some left. I still got a little bit of tacos left. Well, probably enough for probably one or two, uh, maybe one or two tacos, maybe three. But yeah, you know, how was everyone else's day? Everyone have a blessed day. Everyone have a blessed time. Tomorrow's what they consider hump day, so it's the middle of the week. Middle of the week, so they say. Because most people, some people work. Depending on what type of job you have, you're gonna work on Sundays too. If your company's open, if the job is open rather, if the job is open, then you might be on the schedule to work too. So, you can't really say that. You know, I guess it's a balance. It's a balance, but I want to come. I want to really come on and talk about protecting your peace, protecting your mind state, and 'cause sometimes you think you go to work and you deal with certain people, and you deal with an environment that I don't even know how I want to put it, but I want to be nice about it. But you deal with people that you really don't want to be around all day, and that you don't know, and so everybody comes to work with a certain mind frame, certain attitude, and you know it's easy for somebody. It's easy for people to go back and forth with each other. Hey, good evening. It's easy for people to go back and forth with each other when everybody's going through something. So I want to talk about how how you can start, because I'm learning this myself. And so when you learn something, each one teach one. So when you learn something, you pass it on, you share it to someone else so they can learn too, right? That's the way I look at it. I ain't gatekeeping nothing. So hey, how you doing? Good afternoon, good evening. But I'm not gatekeeping anything. So what I've learned, I appreciate that. But what I've learned works for me, and it may not work for you. Like what works for me may not work for you, right? So, but if you try it, you can try it, and if it works, then fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But what I found that works for me, how I protect my peace, is by getting up early, getting up early in the morning before I do anything. I thank God. I thank God, and I go to a time where and you don't have to believe in God, but that's what I'm telling you what I do. I get some comments about when they don't believe in God, but I'm telling you what I do, what works for me, and that's all I can do. All I can do is share with you my journey in hopes. Everything I share is in hopes that it adds value to your life, it's a blessing to your life, and you take what I say as adds value to your life, and you throw away the rest. But I take some time out and I pray, and I go into meditation, and I go into meditation for some time, and then I go about my day, because I know what I got to deal with. I know what I got to deal with when I go out there, in these Florida streets. I was about to say TikTok streets, I was about to say TikTok streets, but because I think about something else. Think about somebody I know that's all that be all over TikTok. But yeah, and that's what I say to them. But yeah, but yeah. I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day as well. I have been reading the comments, but yeah, I hope you're having a great day as well. But I'm talking about protecting your peace, because a lot of times, and most of the time, if you really think about it, it's not people. It's not people that are outside of your circle that disturbs your peace. It's always people that are in your inner circle that disturbs your peace. And you can't say cut them off or don't be bothered with them, because those are your people. But what you can do, what I'm learning to do, is be patient. Be patient. I'm gonna say it again one more time. Be patient and know that it's not necessarily, if you believe, it's not necessarily a test for them. It's a test for you. God is testing you to see if you well, I know I'm speaking for me, but it might be for you too. But anytime God puts you in a certain situation that you say you're trying to change, say you're trying to do better, certain things are a test for you, and you have to be willing to, you have to be steadfast and be able to uh, go through that test. You know, take it and get an A or a B, get an A or a B, and pass it with flying colors. Because God don't send you certain things. He sends you certain things sometimes, in most cases, to test where you're at. If you're trying to change, and sometimes it may be the other side. It's two sides to a coin. It's two sides to a coin. So it could be anything. It could be temptation. It could be a host of things. But you have to know what it is when it comes, and you have to be grounded and ready to put your armor on, put your battle armor on, be ready to fight. But you have to protect this. And the first way, hey, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. And the first way you protect this is by starting, with a foundation, with a spiritual foundation. But I'm gonna say it again, 'cause I know, some of you may not believe, some of you may believe, but I'm saying a spiritual foundation, because that's what works for me. That's what works for me, and it may work for you too if you try it. And I don't want to be, what they say, be creepy. I'll be preaching sometimes. That's what people say sometimes. I'll be preaching sometimes, but I can only be who I am. I can only be, and I'm trying to be better every day. So I can only be better. Try to be better every day, and trust and know for sure that when I come on here, when I come on this internet, I'm not trying to do nothing but add value to somebody's life. And if that's somebody you can subscribe to, that's somebody you can follow and listen to, then so be it. If it's not, then scroll on. Scroll on. And that's not no form of disrespect. That's just the truth. If you can rock with somebody that's coming on here to add value to you, or trying their best to share their life experiences to you, and you can rock with that, then we can rock on, because this channel is all about growth and positivity. And so I'm leaving the riffraff, and the negative energy back in 2025. I was in the darkness. And I'm trying to bring people to the light, because I was in the darkness myself. So anytime you're drowning, if you're worth something, you want to reach your hand back down and pull somebody up that's drowning too. So some of you may not be drowning. Some of you may be on a cusp of drowning. But regardless of where you are, wherever you are, just know that you protect this first. But because this can cause you this can cause you to do all kind of crazy stuff, think all kind of crazy stuff, and it may not, what you're thinking, and what you're going through, what you're experiencing, it can all be a trick. It can all be a trick. And another thing I want to say too, because this came up too, because I was talking to somebody about this morning. This goes on. I'm gonna say this is for men and women. I'm not going to specify, but it goes both ways. I've been around for a long time. This goes both ways. But when somebody tells you that it's over, then let it be. Let it be. Let it be. You don't have to stalk them, get mad at them and cuss them out, get on social media and talk bad about them. None of that stuff. Go to their house and watch their house. Man, some of y'all, some of my homeboys, but some guys I know, some fellows that on the internet, I'm speaking to you out of love. I'm speaking to them out of love. I'm speaking to anybody that's on here out of love too. Just let it go. Let it go. Because I'm gonna share this. I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but he was saying that, and I was pretty much I'm not gonna tell this whole story, but don't give it. I'm just gonna say this. I ain't gonna get into all that, but I'm gonna say this. Don't give nobody complete control. Don't give anyone complete control over you. That can mess up your mindset as well. Don't give anyone complete. I don't care how much you love them. Don't give anyone complete control over you. And then once you do that, you're doing it because you feel like you love them and everything. But that's the wrong thing to do. And if they love you, they shouldn't ask you to do that. But once they tell you it's over and they got all your stuff, and then you want to kill them, that's the wrong way to go. That's the wrong way to go. So, that's what I'm saying. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. One way to protect your peace is first of all, if you ain't married to somebody, why you giving them all your stuff anyway? Why are you giving them all your stuff anyway? You guys aren't, you can't say, well, Judge, this is my wife, and she took all my stuff. This is what I gave her. This is what we had, and blah, 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 blah. You can't say none of that stuff. You can't tell the judge that. You can't tell the judge nothing. What can you go? What can you? That's what I was telling him. I said, what can you go to the judge and tell the judge behind? Oh, I gave my girlfriend, I was giving her all my check and all my money, and she got my money. She won't give it back, and now you want to hurt her? No, that's not what it go, young lad. So, but that's what I'm saying. Protect your peace. And the same thing, right? It can go vice versa. It can go, it can go all kind of ways. But I'm just saying, like, it starts with this. It starts with protecting this, and how you protect is building a solid spiritual foundation. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that until I can't say it no more, because it's the truth. If people give you all kind of advice, and the lady told me this like a couple days ago, about 2-3 days ago, a couple days of advice, and I don't think I said it on my last live that I did. You say that people don't tell you everything they've been through. They tell you what they want you to know. So how can you get say you? Because I was talking to her about getting somebody give me some advice about something, and I thought it was good advice. And she told me, she say guns tip, or she don't call me guns. She say moon. She say, how you take advice from somebody when people don't tell you everything they're going through. People tell you the part they want you to know. So how can you take advice and the advice you want to take don't have nothing to do with it. Got something to do with you or somebody else. Nothing to do with her and with the person that they with. So because they still with them. So you can't take advice from somebody when two people, the advice they're giving is based on their life and that person's life. It's not based on, because they may know you, but they don't know how you are with this other person. So what I'm saying is, advice is advice is shady. pretty much just telling me to base your own experience and your own life on your own and take your own advice. Pretty much what you say. Pretty much what you say. You say you old enough to know, old enough to know, and old enough to follow have your own mind, or your own thoughts, without taking somebody else's advice. So you can learn from their experience maybe, but you can't take their advice because their advice don't have nothing to do with you. So, but yeah, but protect, protecting your peace. You know, how can you do that? I think I just shared it. I think I just shared it with you. But you know, I enjoy. This isn't what I was going to talk about this evening. When I was coming home, I had a whole different no at work. I mean, when I was at work, I had a whole different thought about what I was going to talk about because I thought about it this morning. But I came on here. When I got home. My whole like a shift, and so I thought this came to mind, and this is what I decided to talk about. So, you know, we all gotta protect our peace, and because if you don't protect your peace, you know what it's gonna do. You know what it's gonna do. I've done it. I've done it. You know, I've done it, and you know, I'm sad that I've done it. That because certain things are going on, I would get upset and project that projection to people that I care about. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with me being upset, and my mental not being right, my mental not being in a safe and stable place. I would get mad about maybe it's my work day, maybe it's a job that I had that I hated, maybe it's a situation that I wish I had a change I didn't change, all kind of stuff. But I didn't protect this. You know, and I didn't go to, you know, I was talking about the pastor the other day, going to God, going to God. You know, we taught to be strong. We taught to be strong. Men are taught to be strong and taught not to you know, not to waver, to be strong for the family. But sometimes when you like the pastor said, when you get punched in the stomach a couple times, you gonna fall over. You can take it on the chin a couple times, but keep taking it on the chin, keep taking it on the chin, keep taking it on the chin. Sooner or later, you're gonna get knocked out. So you try to fight, and you know the burden is heavy. And you know, I salute, but I know that you know they had a praying person with them too. You know, that's another thing too. When you decide to marry and get married with somebody, you got to make sure your partner is spiritually strong too. You know, otherwise, you know, when you falter, y'all both can't falter at the same time. Somebody got to get on their knees and bring get y'all out of help y'all get out of the situation y'all in. Somebody got to be spiritually strong. When one fail, when one's low, both can't be spiritually weak. So, but you know, that's life. You know, but like I said, thank God for your trials, your tribulations. Thank God for everything you're going through, and thank God. And I don't thank God, but if you need it, cry for help. Cry for help. Like I said it last night. You know, ain't nothing wrong with any child, I'm not talking about adults because they think they're grown, but I guess I'm holding it up for a whole other day. But any child, ask they say mom and daddy, they're gonna need some help, and that's the same thing we got to be with our heavenly Father, our spiritual Father, because you know, even though we love our earthly parents, they can't do nothing for us. I don't mean it like that. I'm sorry, I don't mean it like that. But you know what I mean. I mean, as far as the spiritual is concerned, as far as the spiritual concerned, they can pray for us. But when we stand before God, God ain't gonna judge our parents behind them not praying for us, or them not doing what they God gonna judge us behind what we did, especially if we knew. So you have to get on your knees and find God and get right and get in tune and get a relationship with God on your own, and don't rely on nobody else to do it for you. So that's my message. That's my message. You know, the best way I can tell you to get this right, get peace within this. It's to put your hands together and thank God and ask Him to give you peace, and ask for forgiveness if you need it. We all need it though. So ask for forgiveness, you know, and tell Him, you know, you don't want to walk this journey by yourself, and you can't. You can't. Because it's too many, especially once you start to get, the stronger you get in the Lord, the more things come your way. And that's the God honest truth. The stronger you get in the Lord, the closer you try to get to God, the more things are thrown at you. And you know what that is. You know what that is. So, and like I said, a lot of times it's not people on the outside, people out in the streets, people that you may know. It's people that's closest to you that are try to they don't do it on purpose. They don't do it. It's not intentional. They love you, but it's something that, you know, in their spirit comes to them. The spirit comes in within them that tries to derail where you're going, and you can't let that happen. Wherever God got you headed, that's where you go. And you can't get mad to me, this like the church this, the church that. No, keep going. If the church is doing, if the people in the church are doing certain things, this is my opinion now. This is Gunsip talking. If the people in the church are doing certain things, and you're going and you see that, you need to be the light. You need to be the light to change things. And to say, well, hey, you know, this not the way we handle it. This is not the way we handle things in the church. This is not what God wants. You know, that's what the church needs. That's what the church needs. It don't need people to be on the outside. On the outside, it's like I said before, somebody standing outside out of this house and telling me what I should do inside here. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Now, if you came inside and you say, "Hey, well, let me help you. This is what you can do to make it better," then I might want to listen some. You understand what I'm saying? But and you far from, because none of us can judge anybody. None of us can judge anybody. You know, all of us need prayer. All of us need guidance. All of us need love. Nobody's above anybody. I don't care what somebody did, what murder, kill, whatever you want to call, whatever a person did. God forgives everybody. And I heard somebody say, and I asked them about it. I saw them and I asked them about it. Like, they say that they don't hang out. They're gonna hang out. Jesus said hang out with losers. I say, you a lie. You say Jesus didn't hang out with losers. I say, you a lie. That's not true. That's not true. You better. I'm not a biblical scholar. I'm not a biblical scholar, but that's not true. Anybody tell you that Jesus didn't hang out with losers? Jesus hung out with all the thieves, the killers, the drug dealers, the murderers, everybody. So that's why I can't understand. And I'm gonna say this not to say anything bad about anybody, but not to judge anybody, but you know, I feel like Christians that say stuff like that, and don't go back to try to reach back to the community to help people like the homeless or excuse me people that are on drugs. The reason why they don't do that is because they're skeptical themselves. They're not spiritually strong themselves, and they're worried about being in that environment. They may go back to what they were doing before. I don't know. That's just my thought, my opinion. I'm most likely wrong, but this is my thought. But you look it up. You look it up. Look up, and come back here. Come back. I'll be on here tomorrow night. Look it up. Watch the replay of this video. Look it up, and you tell me who Jesus hung around most. And you don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in God to read the Bible. We read all kind of books. People say, "Oh, I don't believe in the Bible," but you read other books. If you read, if you're an avid reader, or if you read, or if you don't read, that's a problem already. That's a problem within itself. If you don't read, so and that's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody. But I'm just saying if you don't read, it's a problem. And so if you don't read, if you read the Bible and you tell me who Jesus hung around with, even if you don't believe in the Bible, even if King James is all these other things, people say all this stuff about King James, say all this about, but my dad said this before. I'm gonna say it to y'all, and I'm gonna end with this. He say even if I said this other night, even if the Bible is wrong, what's wrong with the principles that are in it? To honor your mother and your father, respect your wife, don't fornicate, don't commit adultery. All those are things that if people in the world didn't do them, what happened? What? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Whatever. I don't know. It's like whatever YouTube. But yeah, it's a safe space for people to become part of this community or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, but what I was saying is if 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 people practice some of the principles that are in the Bible, then fornicate before they got married, or then commit murder, honor their mother and their father. Those are just a couple. If people honor those, what would the world be? Love thy neighbor. Treat other people how you want to be treated. What would the world be? What would the world be with those principles? Some of those principles that people practice, if they practice some of those principles, even if the Bible's wrong. And good. And this is a fun thing about people and what they say. The spirit of goodness is put in you as a child, as a baby, and even a little baby knows when it's doing wrong without being told. So once it gets to a certain age and they're able to move around and stuff, they know what's wrong and what's right. And so you think that's by accident? No. So a lot of times we choose to go against the grain. Hey, I'm right here. I'm first to admit it. But like I said, we all can do better, and that's the goal. That's the goal of me coming on here every night. And like I said, I'm gonna come on here until the wheels fall off. But and I'm coming on here to try to be a blessing and to add value. If I can add value to one person a night, then that'd be great. So that being said, I'm gonna share something with you. Before I close, I'm gonna share something with you all. The last couple of months for me, been through a lot, right? Been through a lot. I've been through a lot. But you know what? One thing that I took out of everything that I've been through, that I went through out like past couple months. The one thing I took out of everything is that God still loves me. And no matter where I am in my life, if I put him first, the sky's the limit for me. So y'all be safe, y'all be blessed, and I'll be seeing you. I'm out. Peace.